Hot boy, cool it down, let it simmer.
Something we've only seen less than a handful of times since this franchise was born back in the 90s, and that's Jacksonville hosting in the playoffs as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. This will be taken very short, and he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
Here we go. Here we go. Come on, set.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Set, ready. 15 Lonnie, 15 Lonnie. Ready, go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Short little throw to Ebron. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. On 2nd down now. Swift, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. On 3rd down, Swift, and he'll be taken down shy of the 25 that he needed. He'll be a yard or 2 short. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
That's their own 25-yard line.
You ready? 44 is the mic. Bang it. Bang it. Watch that.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Leonard Fournette. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Break.
Mike Popo.
Hey, Sam off.
On third down, Giles. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Well, so much for picking it up on the ground on third down. Third play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here. If you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now from Colts territory, here's a first and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Leo, ready?
Fournette. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Check three.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way...
He's got daylight. The 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. 93 yards. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10.
All day, every day, any day. My experience.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Switch gears.
He's got a first down past the 30. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, G.
Big grip.
They'll run with Fournette. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Ready,
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Squeeze.
Put that team on the bus.
Head up.
And to give this time to the tailback. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Minshew. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Fournette, a first down carry. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
On the ready. Hard, hard.
Come on. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
On the ball. Now.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. from 13 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. On second down, Swift. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A huge play that time for the Colts. 43 yards on the ground.
First down, Indianapolis.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On first down, Swift. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
Here we go. 70 in. Field left, field left. Ready.
He's got the first down inside the 10. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
On the double. 50. Let's go, defense. Let's go, take it up.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Call it a gain of 9 there, and it puts them in better shape here for 2nd and goal.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Elijah Penny taking it in. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Ready? 90 Wolf.
Check back, check back.
Minshew, first and 10. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Minshew. And he's going to go down again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando. That's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
On 2nd and 11 now. Minshew. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is Fournette. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Check, check. Bang, 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 bang.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Fournette running out of the gun. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. Looking to throw it. Minshew. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
25, check 25, check 25.
Now Fournette. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. 24 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Ready, break. Hey, hey, 50. 50's the mic. Here we go, here we go. Whip. General, relax. Let happen.
On 2nd down now. Swift. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Let's go now. Hey, read. Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Alpha. 50. It's all ready. Go.
2nd and 13. Throwing left side, it's complete. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down, Indianapolis.
Okay, break. 50. All day, baby. All day. Patch it. Hey, go.
They'll run on 1st down. Swift. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 44-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Slam. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down and about the length of the football.
Get 61. That's Fox, right.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Ebron's got it. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. On first down, Swift. And a little spin cycle. Room to run now. And down to the 36-yard line here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Switch it. Watch twist. Switch. Shift.
Check 50.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Defensively, they rally the troops to force fourth down after that 7-yard pickup back on first. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every...
It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark, 75 yards, as his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the fourth. A very important extra point there, up and good, and they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On second down, Swift. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Carl Lawson in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. He's back to throw. And Foster loses the football. It's out. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Set. 10 Tucson. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Fight.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Past the 20, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, get his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him, and he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main guy.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop. Fournette loses it. It's out, and the Colts pick it up. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. As they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the fourth quarter. One more hurdle here. They need the 2-point conversion to, for the moment, stay alive in these playoffs. They'll try and run it in. And he's not going to get there. The defense able to come up with a big stop, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. Someone tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get this off my chest. Oh, I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstated your thoughts are never everything you wanted when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You wanna Christ when I breath on this set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak. I'm sick in the head. Come on, come on.